Well, hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Oh my goodness. All right. It is mid-afternoon on Sunday, and I'm about to let all the chickens and turkeys out. Let them enjoy this beautiful cool day. It's not cold, but it's definitely not hot. We're probably in the mid-60s, which is pretty good. So I'm gonna flip this around and show y'all. Get this thing open. All right, y'all come on. I gotta be careful, they'll back me into the wire. Come on. Come on. They're waiting on me to, I'm gonna look for eggs. It's too early to collect, really. But, yep, not one in here. I need to attend to that today. But I don't see an egg in here, so didn't get an egg from this side yesterday either. I've been getting, knocked it down. I've been getting a turkey egg just about every other day. And of course I don't want them to hatch, but I've left the gate open for them the last couple of days. So they had 2 nights the gate was left open for them so they could come out. And really the turkeys are quite large. Hawks and owls and things typically won't bother them as much. But they would the chickens. But I'm hoping the turkeys would kind of protect them. And I haven't had any problem. But I've been getting my 1 green egg from this pen. And I think it's that gray and brown roost hen right there. Excuse me. Still got a little bit of a cough and congestion. But for the most part, I am feeling much better. Thank y'all for the prayers. Especially Tony over there at, dang, I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, thank you, Tony. All right, let's let these out. They don't wait on me to prop the door. I open it and they just come out. Come on. Sue, you ran into the bar, dude. All right, so I got a project in mind today. Since the bottom of these nesting boxes is not removable so I can dump the dirt and stuff out, what I want to do, I'm going to see if I got enough materials to build a frame, a box basically, to set these nesting boxes on without actually mounting them. That way I can pick them up and dump the dirt and stuff out of them and set them back on the frame. So that's my goal for today, is to build a box. Because I can't get these 2 hens that are laying to lay in the nesting box. You see there? They keep laying on the ground. Now, I had one of the roosters that I had, hens that I'd gotten from Matt. I'm going to leave these laying here. Was laying in there. But, I'm trying to see. That's her right there. Well, apparently she's quit laying. I hadn't gotten an egg from her in about 4 or 5 days. Maybe she will. So, and I forgot. Y'all ever have those days? I had them locked up for a reason. I was planning on coming in with the mower and mulching up all the leaves, because it is leaf season, as we call it. And I need to get the leaves mulched up to get them out of the way. But hold on 1 second. Let me get this pen open. And they're not going to wait on me either. But I'm going to tell you, I'm pretty sure the ones I got from Matt are black sex links. The older they get, the harder it is to tell them apart from the ones I got from Matt. So I'm pretty sure that's their breed. But I've been getting a new egg over here, which I believe is one of the black sex links. It could be one of the Rhode Island Reds. But I've gotten a new egg from this side a couple of times. See my shirt? Let me see if I can get my arm out there far enough. There's power in the name of Jesus. There you go, make a liberal head explode. All right, so there you go. This is what I'm talking about. I've got one laying, let me flip. I've got one laying this itty bitty egg right here. That's a new hen that has not been laying. I'm gonna put it in this box. I've been getting large egg from the other box. So, not in here. I need to address that too, but I don't see another egg. So, I've been getting anywhere from 4 to 5. I think I've had a couple of days where I got 6 eggs. But that's, you know, when new hens start laying, they don't lay every day, but the egg is much smaller. So after a week or two, that egg will slowly get bigger and bigger. And I'm pretty sure on the middle pen here with Sue, I've got one that started laying that I'm pretty sure is a Rhode Island Red. So I'll take it. I mean, it's early for them to start laying, but I'll take it. But we'll see how it works out. Anywho, I'm going to set the camera up when I get ready to build that little frame. And they won't scratch. But I'm going to set it up and build that frame and get those nesting boxes off to set on top of that frame. That way, at least I can pick them up and dump them, you know, out and get all the dirt and stuff out of them. And I might even put some of that artificial grass in the bottom to help entice them to get in there and lay their eggs. But I've got to glue that one's grass down. I got some grass coming loose in this one that needs to be re-glued back down. So I hate dealing with that glue. I get it all over me. It's hard to get off. But that's the game plan for the day. So I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to start seeing what kind of materials I've got. Have I got enough 2x4s and so on? If I have to, I'll take the ones off the wall and use those. It's hard for me to see the screen with the sun out like it is, but I could take those 2x4s there and use them as part of the frame. It's not going to be anything fancy. Basically legs with a box on it that the nesting box will sit on. So that's the idea anyway. And we'll see how it works out. But I'm going to pause here, get my stuff together, get everything out. Take me a little while, get this camera set up on my tripod that I leave it out here now at the back of the old tractor there. And get to work building this thing. I'll be back. Alright guys, so I'm going to do this a little different. I'm not going to do time lapse and all that. I'm just going to go ahead and get my boards cut, get it laid out, and then I'll show you how I'm going to have it built. And then I'll put it together and get it in there and put it up and show you the finished product. So there's no need in you watching me cut a bunch of boards and measure and all that mess. So I'm just going to get them cut, lay it out to where it's supposed to be, then put it together. I'll show you it laid out, I'll show you it get put together, and then I'll show you after I get it in there. So it's going to be mounted to the side of the chicken pen, but the nesting boxes are just going to lay inside of it, on it. It'll have a little bit of a rim around it so they can't slide off, and hopefully that'll make it where I can pick it up and shake all the dirt and stuff out of it, and maybe get the doggone chickens quit pooping on top of it. But I'll show you when I get there. Okay, so this is the way it's going to frame out. It's got lip with the walls on the side, so it'll stop it from falling through. So I didn't have to build a lip around it. It just sets down inside the frame. Now it's not screwed together. I just got it cut to fit. And the reason I did separate pieces instead of one long one up front is I can add more boxes, you know, just to keep the pattern the same. But I wasn't thinking about making it longer. But this just sits down on it. Move this out of the way. And I'll get it screwed to where it just sits in it. And then I'm going to build some legs for it to where it'll set on the ground roughly 4 or 5 inches up off the ground. I want it high enough that baby chicks can get under it for protection, but low enough that the adult hens and roosters can't get up under it. So I may get in there and just clean that side of the chicken pen out before I mount the, or set this thing in there and mount it. I don't know, but we'll see how that goes. So it's actually not complicated at all, but it does. These nesting boxes, like I told y'all before, since the bottom's not removable, makes it really hard to get the dirt and mess off, you know, out of it that they get in and leave. So it, you know, kind of defeats the purpose of having clean eggs. Well, like I say, the hens I got from Matt were already laying in there. So I want to continue. I want to make it, you know, to where they want to get in them to lay. But I'm going to cut 4 legs now that will hold it up. I've got plenty of little scrap pieces here. It doesn't have to be that high off the ground. So there's 3. I could use those 3 longer ones because 3.5 inches is going to be gone. That'll leave it high enough off the ground that the adults won't get under there, but the babies can. And we'll see how it comes out. Just cut 1 more of those and use them as legs and see what it comes out to be. I can't mount it inside the box because it'll hit the nesting box. So they're going to have to be screwed to the outside on each corner. But that's fine. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. So I'm actually planning on screwing it to the back and the front. So if I add another nesting box, it won't interfere with me adding another nesting box over and so on. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, guys. There you go. It's got 4 legs on, 1 on each corner. And the nesting box is set in there nice. The right one's just a little bit snug, but it's not bad enough to try to loosen a little more. But they fit in there, so I'm going to get them in the pen, see if I can get the frame in there, see if I can get it mounted where it looks pretty level. And then I'll take the nesting boxes back in there and set them in it. I'll show y'all when I'm done. Well, okay, guys, so there's what we got. I'm going to let the hens out. They fuss if I kneel down too close to the door and they can't get out. But there it is. I mounted it to one of the boards that was already there with a couple of screws. Leveled it. Brought my little level in. So it's level side to side, and it's slightly uphill this way, but the rollaway part of the box is slanted, so it still rolls the eggs out. I just need to bring the shovel when I clean the pen out. And when I dig out from under these feet, see, that one's not even touching the ground. This one is. So when I clean out from under there, that front will drop a little bit. No big deal. So I could have made the front about 1 inch shorter if I had cut the 3 long boards here and down the middle. About 1 inch shorter, it would have brought the front boards under the lip of the nesting box. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. I wasn't going to take it apart and recut it. It worked out that way. So it's the way it is. I used nothing but small scrap pieces of lumber that I had left over from other jobs. The longest piece I had was about 3.5 feet long. And I just cut them to fit what I needed. And then actually used scrap to make the 4 legs from this project. So it's, you know, very, very inexpensive. And it makes it to where, because I was wanting to take them nesting boxes out because they're just too hard to clean. But now it makes it to where I can just pick it up. I'm going to set my tools down here. Try not to get them covered in chicken poop. And show y'all, all I've got to do is pick it up. And I can open it and let all the dirt and junk fall out of it. And then just set it right back down to where it goes. That simple. Makes it easy for me to get the dirt and stuff out instead of having to get out here with a vacuum or paper towels and scoop it out and all that mess. It's really not dirty. It's just the dirt from their feet get in there and, you know, and their poop and all that. But I'm going to leave it alone, see if they'll start using it now. And again, the adult hens can get under there, but it definitely will give, if there's ever another dog attack, heaven forbid I don't have another one. I'm getting to where I leave my doors open a little bit more so that they get more yard time. But the couple of times I've done it, I haven't let this pen out. I've let the last one and the first one. I don't, if a dog's do attack, I don't want them to be able to get all my chickens and put me completely out of business again. So I'm kind of letting one out and the other one not. So I don't know. I haven't seen the dogs since, and trust me, if I do, I will shoot them. Sheriff Department said I could, but I'm happy with that. Now the nesting boxes have a chance to do their job, which is when the hen lays the egg, it rolls forward up under this green part down here, and it keeps them from pooping on the eggs. It also prevents them from setting because the eggs aren't there. And I may end up putting that artificial grass in the bottom of them, but for now I'm just going to try it this way because that one hen was using it. And I'm going to get in here with the shovel and start getting some of this stuff thrown out into the run area. I don't know, I may bring the trailer in. That's a lot of work. I still got blisters from last time, but I might just do that. I've got to get the lights ready. We've got some 30-degree something 30s coming pretty soon. And, you know, they like to hit them and knock them down. Like this one's aimed sideways instead of down. This one was a little bit slanted. So that's what I'm going to do is work. Hey, y'all can't use my tools, so leave them alone. I got to straighten that one out so the heat will go, you know, aim down at the chickens. And I've got to glue that artificial grass in there. I can slide those bottoms out. It's not a big deal. And get it glued in and take it and slide it back in. So that's probably what I'm going to do next, is at least have the ones that I've got artificial grass in glued down the way they should be. And I don't know, I may take time and go ahead and cut for those too. But it does help. It slows the egg down a little bit from rolling, but when they get in there messing around, they bump it, it rolls, and it's pretty much down toward the front of the nesting box, which helps keep it cleaner. And that's my thing, is I don't have to spend so much time with a knife, because I use a little paring knife and scrape any dirt and stuff off the eggs, because if you wash them, you have to refrigerate them. So that's what I've always done, and it seems to work pretty well for me. But this will save me some some cleaning up the egg time. But as y'all can see, they really, really like being able to go out into the run area and eat leaves and grass and bugs and all of that. You know, I don't know if y'all saw that, but the chicken right in the middle, right there, was just chasing a bug. If a bug shows up, man, these things attack it like it's the best thing since sliced bread. But, see, that's one of the older ones I got from Matt. And it was laying for a little while and just quit 4 or 5 days ago. So I'm hoping it'll go back to laying. But I need to get the lawnmower in here and mulch up, especially this pen's leaves. Because, you know, the green egg was laying out in the leaves one day. They're not using that nesting box, and I was hoping they would. So I've seen that gray and brown hen in there, but I haven't had an egg laid in there yet. And the turkeys are too big to get in there and lay, which is fine, because I don't want them incubating eggs anyway. But anywho, there's the project, guys. I don't know how long this video is. I apologize if it's too long, but, you know, I think that's going to work out well. Like I say, younger chickens can still get up under there and kind of protect themselves from the adults that may pick on them. And it's easy to take in and out. It's literally 2 screws that mounts it to this wall. You take the whole frame out if you needed to, but as far as the nesting box, you just grab it and pick it up. It's not going anywhere. It's sitting on the bottom edge of the walls so it doesn't move, and you just grab it and pick it up, knock all the poop and dirt and grass and whatever out of it, and set it right back down in there. And that makes it a little bit more user-friendly. So I'm going to get off here, guys. I'll probably fill their feeders up again today. I don't have to do it every day. It's every other day. But I've learned, you know, this is the rainy season for Southwest Georgia. And we've got a few days of rain forecasted later in the week. So I'm trying to get back in the habit of just fill them every day. That way, if it's raining, I don't have to worry about it. And just makes things easier. I don't know if y'all saw that, but they jump up to get the leaves on that nectarine tree. They picked every leaf down low. Y'all see that? They jump up and grab the leaves, and they love them for whatever reason. But anywho, I've been letting that side out into the run area when I'm not home a little more than I have this one. This one I've been locking up because it's got most of the Rhode Island Reds and Sue. And y'all know Sue is our pet. He is our one we don't want to get harmed. So these are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Rhode Island Reds. And there's 14. So there's 8 with Sue and 6 over here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 black chickens, but I'm pretty sure one of those, let me look, is an Easter egger. See, this is the Easter egger here. And there's one in the last pen. So there is another, there's 3 gray is what it is. So they don't have, those are all black sex links in this pen with the Rhode Island Reds and Junior. And a barnyard mix. But anywho, there's a couple more in there that I got from Matt. Maybe they'll use them. I appreciate you guys watching. Remember what I always tell you. Jesus Christ loves you. And so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared. I'm going to show my shirt one more time. There's power in the name of Jesus. All right, liberals. Y'all need to put some faith in him. It'll change your life.